How to get a girl horny and make her wet just by sitting next to her. This may sound surprising, but there are very powerful but secret ways to get a girl horny and make her wet while sitting by her side. Just test this out. Now let me make this clear. This isn't sophisticated, but it isn't simple either. When you try to get a girl horny and make her wet while sitting next to her, there are a few things you just can't ignore. As powerful and effective as these steps are in getting a girl horny, the whole process is more about the vibes and sexual tension that both of you feel than anything else. If you jump any of these moves or speed through to the next step before the earlier one, you may just end up losing the whole cause. An opportunity to get a girl horny while sitting next to her can't be pre-planned most of the time. So use any opportunity you get when you see one similar to the chances mentioned here. How to get a girl horny and wet while hanging out with you. To make a girl feel horny in the most subtle and exciting ways, you need to first build the sexual chemistry between both of you. You need to flirt with her, tease her and make her enjoy receiving your attention. You may not be able to sit down next to any girl and expect her to go oohing and ahhing by your mere presence. But with the right kind of moves, yes, there is a very good chance you can make her horny. On the other hand, when you feel like there's some secret chemistry in the air between the two of you, congratulations. All you need to do is just sit next to her, use these tips and watch her get aroused in no time. The secret to building sexual chemistry so you can get a girl horny around you. So how do you build this magical sexual chemistry with her? You have to read this article on how to build sexual chemistry with a girl to the point where it's out of control to do just that. It has all the secret tips you need to follow for these steps to work like a charm. And secondly, you need to remember this. The secret to building sexual chemistry with a girl is one simple answer. Keep it a secret. Don't confess your attraction to her. Don't let others see you try to build sexual attraction with her. And don't flirt with her in front of her friends. Flirt subtly when it's just the two of you, compliment her sexually when there's no one around, and tease her too. When you do this, and do it right, you build the right kind of mystery. You leave a girl wondering, does he like me? Before you know it, she'll be wanting more of your attention because she's not sure herself if you like her. She'd want you to try harder. And as she vies for your attention, she'll start to find herself getting attracted to you subconsciously. All this, without even realizing it herself. You can build sexual chemistry with multiple girls. Look, if you're trying to woo a girl, then woo her by learning how to get a girl to fall in love with you. But if you're here trying to learn how to get a girl horny and wet, chances are, you're just trying to keep things casual. So you need to remember that you can, and probably should be, building the sexual chemistry with multiple girls in your life. It keeps your options open, you have many girls sexually interested in you at any point in time, and you don't risk the case of the proverbial having all your eggs in one basket. How to make a girl wet while sitting next to her. Is it really possible to make a girl horny by just sitting next to her? Well, with these steps here, it definitely is. Just don't be hasty, and if you sense any awkwardness in the air, take a step back and play it safe. 1. Sit really close. When you're with this girl you're sexually attracted to, find an excuse to sit really close to her. Pull out your phone and show a few photos you clicked, or read out a long interesting article you think she'd like. Try this article, 50 Cute and Sexy Things Guys Do That Girls Absolutely Love. It's a great way to get naughty and ask her if the points are true. You can build the sexual attraction even further by showing the article to her. Don't show her any funny memes though, you don't want her to laugh and break the physical connection you're building. As you sit next to her, make sure you're sitting in a tight spot so your arms or your thighs and hers are ever so slightly grazing each other's. Remember, the touch has to be discreet and very gentle. You have to feel her hand or thigh against yours, but it shouldn't feel forced. And most importantly, the touch should feel unintentional and accidental. Even if there's a lot of space between the two of you, sit next to her at first. And then move your butt closer as you're showing her an article on your phone. Squeeze closer to her and immediately shift her focus to the phone in your hands. Make sure your arms touch each other, because the soft grazing of both your arms is crucial to rouse the sexual tension and turn her on. 2. Keep her interested. Don't talk flirty just yet. It'll raise her guard. She's already touching you and she's obviously conscious of that tingle in her arms. Get her distracted from the touches by having an interesting conversation with her. Get her attention by telling her about something you heard or reveal a little secret of yours. As long as you excite her with something while talking to her, even if it's emotional or a sensitive topic, there's a good possibility that she won't let the awkwardness of sitting so close to you bother her. But here's the thing. If she's uncomfortable around you, or if you haven't built the sexual tension with her, there's a good chance she may slide a few inches away from you. If she does that, back away because she isn't interested in allowing you into her personal space yet. Go back to the top of this article and focus on building sexual chemistry first. 3. Start talking flirty with her. Getting a girl horny is easiest when both of you have to sit next to each other for a while with no interruptions, be it in a boardroom or a library, or even while traveling in a train, bus or a cab. But no matter where you are, just get her involved and comfortable around you. And things will go smoothly all the way. Somewhere along the conversation, get flirty with her discreetly. Compliment her about something to start with. Be very subtle or she'll move away from you. You smell great, I like the fabric of your shirt, you have really nice eyes, did I ever say that before? From this close, it sparkles are just a few lines that'll charm her and yet make her blush without moving away from you. Keep the conversation going casually and drop a few comments or flirty lines now and then. And if you've already texted dirty or flirted dirty with her earlier, bring a few of those lines into the conversation to remind her of the naughty times both of you have shared. 4. Touch her fingers. Play it safe and slow. No matter what, make sure these little moves both of you are indulging in is subtle. If she feels uncomfortable, or feels like things are moving too fast, it's the end of the road for your sexual endeavor. Find an excuse to touch her fingers, either by brushing her palm with yours or by giving her something to hold. Compliment her about her delicate fingers or how smooth it is. She'd know your naughty games by now, but as long as you keep the pace slow and enjoyable, she'll enjoy your sensual touches. And she'd be curious to know what you have in mind. Another good way is to pretend like you know how to read palms. It'll work even if she knows you have no idea about palmistry. Flirt with her and say something naughty when you see her palms. Or if that doesn't work, touch her fingers and compliment her ring or her bracelet. Or even her earrings. Just make sure you warm her up to your touches. 5. Whisper into her ears. This is especially good if there are other people around both of you who are too preoccupied with something else. Movie theaters, bus journeys, the backseat of a car with friends when another person is driving, or if both of you are at home watching a movie, are perfect times to indulge in the whispering act. Don't be funny while whispering into her ear. If she laughs, it completely kills the mood. Go near her ear like you're whispering something and compliment her again and say you just had to compliment her about the same thing again. If you want to get straight to the point, whisper into her ear and ask her if she'd like to hang out with you later. Whispering something intimate like I wish there weren't so many people around us, or you smell so good. It's driving me crazy with some heavy breathing in the background will make the hair on the back of her neck tingle, in a good way. And make sure your lips graze her earlobes slightly so she can feel a hint of a teasing kiss on her ear. 6. Reach out from across her. To make any of these moves work and make a girl horny and wet, you have to feel the sexual tension in the air. If you don't feel it, don't try these moves. And when you feel the sexual chemistry thicken in the air, don't worry, she'll feel it too and even get aroused by it. Now that you've been touching her and whispering into her ear, it's time to take it to the next level. Find an excuse to reach out to something from across her. And as you reach your hand out to pick something up, make sure your shoulder or arm grazes her breasts or some other strategic body part. Play innocent and don't jerk your hand away or look embarrassed. Make it seem natural, like you're a clean Boy Scout who's doing nothing wrong, and it was just an accidental graze. If her breasts are out of reach, move your hands across her back or over her thigh, or just about any place that you wouldn't touch in other casual circumstances. If she doesn't move away, or even better, if she smiles, well, how are you doing so far? 7. Read her reciprocation. If she starts speaking softly or moves even closer to you, in all probability, she's as horny as you are right now. If you've been following these tips to the T, you'd definitely be in a horny frenzy too. Just play along and repeat the flirting, teasing, touching and reaching out to body parts now and then for as long as both of you enjoy it. Run your fingers up against her thigh gently, or along her neck. If she doesn't seem to move back or seems to want more, congratulations, you have officially turned a girl on and have aroused her, my friend. 8. Take it further if there's an opportunity. Now all this turning on shouldn't go to waste, should it? Tease her and play with her for a while, and she'll love it all the more. Or if you want to do something more about it, take your lips close to her ear and ask her if she'd like to come over to your place. If you're with friends, make an excuse and get out separately and meet her outside. And that's all you need to do to figure out the secret behind knowing how to get a girl horny and wet. It really works, just try it and see the magic unleash itself in front of your own eyes.